Hey, I made $55,000 in my first 3 weeks on YouTube. My first long-form video published on October 1st, 2024. And by October 22nd, just 3 weeks and 1 day later, I had already made $55,000 with this brand new channel. And the crazy part, as you've probably noticed, this channel isn't popular. And that was especially true in those first 3 weeks. Here's a screenshot that shows how far along the channel was when I made that first $55,000. I only had about 5,600 views at the time. So how did I do it? Well, in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the entire process, how I came up with the plan for this channel, how I executed that plan, and I'll explain it all so you can copy this plan and do it yourself, whether you've not launched your channel yet or you are an existing content creator. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna use story as the teaching vehicle in this video. I'm gonna tell you the story of how I got this incredible result with a brand new YouTube channel, which means first, I need to give you a little background on me and what inspired me to make this channel in the first place. My name is Dylan Frost, and I've actually made over $62 million in the last 10 years as a content creator, just not on YouTube. Until now. The type of content I've created through the years are emails and blogs, videos, and webinars, all hosted on my own websites. And I've also created a lot of very successful advertising campaigns. And really, to summarize all that quickly, I'm just really good at creating content and content strategies that lead people to buy stuff from me. And I've sold a whole lot of stuff. But the thing is, I've had to pay to get my content out in front of people. I've either had to pay for advertisements or pay affiliates to promote my content. Now, that's worked very well for me, but I've always been extremely jealous of content creators like YouTubers who have been able to build up massive audiences organically without having to spend a ton of money on ads and affiliates. The thing is though, most of those content creators like YouTubers who are really good at building up large audiences organically, they are really bad at selling stuff and monetizing their content. So around the year 2019 and 2020, I started partnering and consulting with popular content creators, celebrities, professional athletes, and stuff like that to bring our superpowers together. With their ability to build audiences and my ability to monetize them, with our powers combined, we were like Voltron, Captain Planet, the Megazord. I'm old, if you can't tell. Anyway, as an example, the very first YouTuber I ever worked with was Leonhardt. His content is mostly about opening Pokemon cards. And when we started working together, he had under 1 million subscribers. I designed a physical product for him that was a perfect match, the absolute perfect alignment for his audience. The day the video came out where he revealed that product, we literally sold out in 2 hours and 16 minutes. He generated over $120,000 in sales in 2 hours. And it was in that moment my suspicions were confirmed. I could make creators a metric butt ton of money. So I repeated this over and over and over with really big creators like FGTV, who have over 20 million subscribers, or much smaller creators like my Amazon guy. And I did it with physical products and information products. I generated millions upon millions in sales for all kinds of different creators to where it got to the point where I finally decided, okay, I've got to do this for myself. I've got to start my own YouTube channel. Flash forward to February of this year, and I had completely committed to the idea of starting a YouTube channel. Now, what most popular creators will tell you is that when you want to start a channel, the most important thing for you to do is first figure out your niche. And that's good advice if your goal is to just build an audience, but that was not my goal. I wanted to create a channel that had the chance to be profitable on day one. I wanted a channel that didn't need a lot of views or subscribers to still be able to make a lot of money. And there isn't anyone really teaching that, so I had to innovate. If you want to be day one profitable with your channel, it's not enough to only figure out your niche. You need to figure out 3 things: buyer avatar, offer, and niche. And all 3 of these things have to be in perfect harmony. If any one of those 3 isn't properly figured out and in alignment, then the whole thing doesn't work. It's like those old Christmas lights. When one bulb is burned out, the whole thing doesn't work. So let's go over what these 3 things mean. If you want to be day one profitable with your channel, that means on day one, you need to have something to sell. That's your offer. And your offer needs to be tailor-made and a perfect fit for a very specific type of person. That's your buyer avatar. And your niche are the topics and information that your buyer avatar is interested in that relates to your offer. So this is the niche you create content in to get your buyer avatar to find you. Now, all viewers in your niche may not be your buyer avatar, but that's okay, so long as your buyer avatar is part of that niche. Now, where I see a lot of people screw this up is they pick niches that are very hard to create compelling offers in, or they pick offers and avatars where there isn't actually a clear niche to attract that avatar. It's like going fishing. If you want to catch a swordfish, you've got to use the right bait. But it's not enough to just use the right bait. You have to fish in the right spot too. You can't catch a swordfish in a pond or a lake, no matter how good your bait is. Okay, now here are the buyer avatar, offer, and niche I chose. The buyer avatar I selected were large content creators generating at least 100,000 views per month, and that have a niche that aligns with my skills to monetize. My offer I launched with is a super high-ticket, customized one-on-one consulting partnership offer. In this offer, I plan and design customized monetization strategies for creators to implement, and I guarantee results with that offer. And the niche I'm creating content for is a hybrid of creator monetization and creator support. Now, 99% of the people watching my content aren't good candidates for my current offer, but I know that my buyer avatar swims in these waters. They are part of this niche. My strategy to make sales was incredibly simple, but also very intentional. It's a strategy I've used many times to make a lot of money, and it works like this. There's simply a link in the description of all my videos that says, "Want me to personally build you a foolproof monetization strategy? Hire me," with a link to my website. And when you follow that link, it takes you to a page, and the only thing on that page is a headline and a video. You see, most people screw this part up. Their links take you to these big long sales pages with all this information, and it's overwhelming and it converts poorly. Your results go up dramatically the more you simplify things, and the less choice you give the viewer. In this case, the only thing that you can do on this page is click play on the video. And that's it. And this video is a VSL, which stands for Video Sales Letter. This is the video that lays out the details of my offer. When you click play on this video, something important you might notice is that the ability to fast forward on it is locked. That's because I don't want people to be able to skip through this video. I want them to sit and watch it all in the order I wrote it. Because experiencing this video in the sequence I wrote it will lead to the highest chance of conversion. If people don't want to do that and they click off, I don't care. That means they weren't a good fit to work with me anyway. About 7 minutes into the video, it gives you instructions on how to apply to work with me, and a time-delayed button now appears below the video linking to the application. Now, applications like this are great because they accomplish two important things simultaneously if you craft the questions on them properly. The first thing the application does is get people to self-qualify. It shows me who are the people worth talking to, because like I said, this offer is for one-on-one consulting, so I can only work with a few people. The other thing an application does, if you write the questions correctly, and this is key, it gets the applicant to further sell themselves on the idea of the offer. Your questions can make them confirm to themselves that they really want and really need this offer to help them succeed. And once you've got someone doing that, you've got them right where you want them, because you didn't have to sell them, they sold themselves. I'll even admit, I got pretty lazy with this application. I could have done a better job with the questions to accomplish that, but even still, it worked. Now, the rest of the process is I text the people who send applications I like, and then I have an exploratory call with them, ask a bunch of questions, and really try to learn more about their business, and genuinely see if I can help them or not. It isn't a sales call. It's just me trying to figure out if I can come up with a winning strategy for that person and their channel. And if I think I can, I explain the concept and send them an offer to work with me that is customized to their needs. All right, now to get sales, I've actually got to get people to the sales page, and that's where the content strategy comes into play. In none of my videos do I ever directly make a call to action that I have something to sell or that I have an offer or anything like that. My content is meant to educate, and in my content, I make it subtly obvious that I'm a consultant and that I work with people to get them awesome results, but I'm never really trying to sell you in the videos. YouTube isn't a great place to be salesy on purpose. You've got to be salesy on accident. That's not always true, but I think It's definitely true for this channel launch. But anyway, folks curious about working with me will figure it out on their own and explore places like my description, and that's where they'll find the link to my VSL. And to get people to do that, I needed really good, high-value content. I did a lot of research on how to create the best possible content for a place like YouTube. Here is a list of the best channels that I watched to learn as much as I could on creating content and growing a channel. And I even went so far as to hire Nate Black to personally coach me. And he's awesome, by the way. I highly recommend checking out his content. I also leaned heavily into the concept of borrowed authority to help launch my channel. In my iFixed series, I fix a part of the sales and marketing for a major YouTube star, like Ali Abdaal or Mr. Beast. These also bring in lots of viewers that are interested in those stars, and my choices are very intentional. Ali Abdaal is popular in the creator education space, and Mr. Beast is studied heavily by all creators due to his success. I also create these videos to give myself an outside chance to be hired directly by these creators. You can think of them as my list of clients I'd be most interested in working with. Oh, and I even got Ali Abdaal to comment on my video about him. At the time I'm recording this video, I'm only in the 6th week that my channel has been live. I've recorded a lot of my content pretty far in advance, so I'm not sure when this video you're watching will actually come out. And as of right now, I have a total of 12 applications that have come through, and I've generated $55,000 with just 12 applications. So in reality, it only took me 6 videos and roughly 5,600 views to generate $55,000. Or, you know, about $10 per view in revenue. What if your channel was generating $10 per view? One mistake, and I don't know if mistake is even the right word because I did it on purpose, but my offer isn't super scalable. Even though it's a really high-priced offer, it still requires a lot of my personal time. And the offer only appeals to a very small amount of my niche. But I'm super busy, and this was the easiest and fastest offer that I could come up with that had the lowest amount of risk and opportunity costs for me. In an ideal world, I would have also had a lower ticket self-service program or group coaching that creators of all sizes could have purchased. But that would have taken a lot of time and energy to create, and if this channel had been an absolute failure, then it would have also been an enormous waste of time with a high opportunity cost. So I figured I'd launch the channel with the one-on-one offer because there is nothing that needs to be created for that, and if I got traction, then I'll eventually create the low-ticket course or program. All right, so this video has been all about launching your channel with an information product or coaching or consulting as the thing you're selling. But if you want to watch me walk through how you can sell physical products on your channel and do it totally free, then watch my video right here where I walk you through that process.